It's a nice song, but no, I think we're done there. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I actually have to update my chat rules for a moment. Give me a moment. There we go. All right, there we go. Now I can just say read the rules. Just like with everything else. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Boop. 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 Yeah, we're good to go. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Sunday this week, the Thaumaturge will launch and we'll play the game. There we go. Mind your words and gestures. You never know who in the crowd might be a Krana informer or an agent in disguise. Okay, so my guess is we would have wound up in here no matter what we did. I guess I can't read that. No one else to talk to? Yeah, no one else to talk to. Oh, we're gonna talk to her, actually.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
Victory!
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
Did you get rid of it?
Tell me if you managed to get rid of your ammunition.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
Good stuff.
You're welcome.
All right then. What's such a gorgeous, hairy mug doing in a crummy place like this?
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Raquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Definitely.
And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Oh, everyone would find me
Demons in
useful.
Stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
Let's find out more about
What
her acquaintances.
exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these crews might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Oh, here we go.
Shulsky.
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Apparently not. Am I free to go? Fearless Wanda, smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke Rotblitz's. The woman I met during the Kettling incident was smuggling bullets in her nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly it wasn't the first time she'd done that. Unfortunately, this time the garter didn't hold, and the bullets fell onto the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again, and we'll meet at Burke Rotblitz's for jam donuts.
Shulsky, this yours?
It is indeed.
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Why am I being
Can I
released so
ask why
quickly?
the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wanda's file. I think this girl's been here before. Victor's file. I have my own file! Stanislaus' obituary. Widely respected citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, entrepreneur, father and husband, died suddenly on August 31st at the age of 64. A service for the repose of his soul will be held at St. Charles Borromeo Church on Saturday, September 7th at 11 o'clock, to which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances. I'll get out as soon as I read all of this stuff. When recruiting for the gendarme, it is, gendarmerie, it is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Persons related to rebels and troublemakers, Jews, thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be very well argued. Well, I mean, at least they allow deviations from those instructions. It's better than some organizations. We read that before. A wanted list. Burkawa is 54 years old, residing in Warsaw, accused of complicity in stealing 2,000 rubles worth of Dutch pomade. Oh, that happened. Or more like they haven't found her yet. Serving time in prison on Zelna Street, escaped from the hospital where he was treated. Isaac, accused of stealing fowl, then fled in an unascertained direction. That's quite the icon on the floor. Orders. During the time of our gracious Tsar of all Russia's visit to Warsaw, it is necessary to enhance the sense of security. Therefore, I ordain... Yeah, we read that before. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to the funeral. Maybe we'll have to set someone up again. Wow, rude. Going the wrong way? Good. Propaganda brochure. The seers of the city of Warsaw as a tool used by Judaism and charlatans to destroy Polish agriculture and exterminate the Slavic population living in the Vistula River. The complete harmlessness of cloacal waste to humans is evidenced by the booming health of the workers, specifically those engaged cleaning the lavatories and suburban farmers who mostly rely on human fertilizers, even during the spread of epidemic diseases. So what room is there for the existence of these disease-causing microbes? They're probably dreamed up in the empty heads of tabloid writers, the perverse brains of the ill-willed. Amidst the manure and hay, among the cattle and the simpletons, the eternal wisdom has descended upon mankind. A mankind corrupted by the theories and doctrines of pure reason, by the devices and constructs of capitalism, by the skullduggery and extravagance of the Jews, and it used supernatural signs to guide the monarchs and the wise men to welcome the future savior of the world in a poor thatch in Bethlehem. Okay. Huh. Why does it change? This is very strange. Wants me to go that way now. All right, I'll go this way then. This place is massive. There's the bar. This is before widespread automobile use, so the roads are fairly safe. Oh, what's over here? Fast travel? Oh my god, that appeared out of nowhere. Carnival ball at public casino before midnight. After midnight, and nah. What's this? Vienna Station. Oh, this is where we came in. Nope. Nope, I don't need to be here. Anything this way? Once again, let's catch a tram. Takes me to the funeral. I'm not done here. Locked, locked, locked. Block, 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 block. Sorry, flashbacks to Fairly Odd Parents. More reading. Poster for the Philharmonic. Interesting. I am almost to another level up. I don't think it'll happen before the funeral. It might happen at the funeral, though. We crossed this earlier. Wait. Yeah, we crossed this earlier. Okay, all right. We'll go back this way, and if there's anything left to explore, we'll explore that, and we'll go to the funeral. We'll go bid farewell to dear old dad. No, there's really not a lot to explore here. Oh, I can control where he runs with the mouse. Interesting. Good to know. There's a little wandering to be done here. But, as expected, everything's locked. Meow. Why does this feel faster? Does it zoom out when I do this? It's not faster. All right, to the cemetery. Memento Mori, where the garden used to be. The princess's garden used to be. Whew. Note with an advertisement. Men's Tailor accepts all manner of tailoring work, offering the lowest possible prices. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start to the finishing product, to the finishing touch. Aha! I did get it before. Excellent. I will probably need it. Parish announcements. A votive service in honor of Our Lady of the Rosary with the intention of the brothers and sisters of the confraternity of the Holy Rosary. Holy Mass, which will be followed by the recitation of the Litany of Loretto with a prayer for the conversion of sinners. There's the obituary. That's where I need to be. It's obvious you're a foreigner. Weirdo. Another advertisement for the funeral parlor. Grand Derby on Paul Matowski, October 5th. There's another thing for the obituary. For the funeral? You're extremely late, sir. I'm almost to another point. So I missed the funeral because I was in jail the whole time, and definitely not because I spent plenty of time wandering all over the place.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat. Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Wow.
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out.
Didn't he die in a building
Yes,
collapse?
I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Oh, there we go.
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
Why?
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem?
I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Veronian?
I will not keep you. That guy's probably all alone back there.
Aww.
Among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Okay, I should have put my hands up. That would have been a funny interaction.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but For now, I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Let's see. I was in
Took
jail.
a short trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but... what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting
Okay.
late. And we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
I didn't skip that text. The game did. Interesting.
Fine, let's get this over with.
Hello, Daddy
So,
dearest.
it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly.
Man, we really didn't like him.
Definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutars. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face.
Yeah, let's make it sincere.
All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
No, not at all. I was just leaving.
What do you want?
Well, what do people come to funerals for?
To talk to the morning.
Came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it?
Indeed.
Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
I mean, it's true. It's none of his business.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
Did I just miss out on a whole bunch of dialogue by doing
What's
that?
your name?
My name's Kanieczkin. Ivan Kanieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had.
Is that his salutar?
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
What happens to Thaumaturge's salutars after they die?
Great-grandmother Josefina, a Thaumaturge. Grandpa knew called him a Thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Dude, I have 3 points now. All right, so my family's home.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors?
How about you go away?
Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Faina.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple.
Wow.
Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
Okay.
I suggest you leave. Otherwise, I'll overlook your womanhood and make sure you can never pronounce a single syllable correctly again.
You'd permit that to happen, Judge? Maybe I should write about this.
And who would let you print it?
Someday the press will get the Russian boot off its neck, Judge.
I'm afraid none of us will live to see the day, my dear.
Yeah.
Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
I've done enough exploring.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Hurry up, we'll get soaked. What, in a drizzle like this? This is not a drizzle. It is pouring.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna, dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Okay, he's gotta make it upstairs.
Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Sure, I'll take some cocoa.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests.
Enough jibber jabber.
Cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Hey, Johnny. Apparently Victor is home. Yes, indeed. Hello, Petya.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia, forgive me, and for shooting you as well.
Wow.
How are you
Oh
doing?
my god.
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
That's okay, I missed it too.
Again.
Goodbye.
Evening Extra. Here's the latest news on the riots. A moment after our gracious emperor announced Jargi Scalon as the new Governor General of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling the most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control, however. A few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. The boy's apparently in the boy's apparently a basket case, and the miss as well a miss. Wow. Screw you guys. Didn't she have a brother? Hi. Can I help you? Bust of Marana. The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but the callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. It makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. Mother's portrait. A portrait of Mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulders. Her long, dark hair flows down her back, and she glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. Bare skin and a frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remembered her. Nadia is a young, unkept maiden. It's hard to believe. This shocking vision of the painter must have been created in a previous era. A time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions. Poems were created to the sound of a storm. Love stories had to end tragically, etc., etc. Father actually commissioned such a painting? Maybe he wasn't as dour as we thought. Oh, that's reading of the will? No. Hello, Uncle.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
Why does someone call him a judge?
Pistachios. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement.
Okay, I guess I gotta go back to the basement.
Around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I can take a look.
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Okay, back to the basement. Isn't it my job to make sure he shows up sober? Oh, it's gonna be right over here. An inability to articulate brought on by great surprise clings to the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Words got stuck in the throat, despite the adoration for this particular liquor. It is a favorite beverage, but an unwelcome gift. Wait, what? Hold up. What's this? The wine carries the aroma of peaches, apples, and a certain amount of conviction that a relationship between two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. Beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman. Quince liquor with amber, there it is. The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince and the sincere joy of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life. An element of a ritual that two old friends would eagerly indulge in. Every bottle found in the Shulsky cellar contains a creditable beverage. Uncle Voronin wouldn't disregard any of them.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
He wanted the liqueur. He gets the liqueur.
This is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral bottle. We would meet in Stasia's study after every funeral we went to, and raise a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me.
Oh.
So, to an easy death, as Stasia and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
No.
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
To an easy death.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? To Stasio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both.
Don't get sentimental yet. You haven't even drank.
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
In a minute.
You'll all have to wait for me a moment yet.
All right, but hurry up.
Oh, I could have more. Liquor is not alcohol. It is more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, a medicine. And since life is the most common fatal disease, well, to our health then. Hopefully that doesn't impact future decisions. I'm not practically falling over yet, am I? Briefly step out to the garden. There's nothing to be done out here. Look at them just chilling out in the rain. It's not like their clothes are waterproof. Dust of Siren. Sharp avian features bear a wild, disturbing kind of beauty. They make you want to fall into her clutches and be lulled into an eternal dream by her sweet song. Yet her cryptic, slight smile makes a subconscious, primal part of your being cower away from the predator. But isn't a soul the only fair price for the bliss of giving yourself up to that enchanting creature? If you want to change your clothes, use the wardrobe. You can expand your clothes selection by visiting the tailor. Oh. Guilty of luxury. I do quite like the darker outfit. Two straight backs. The straight backs, stern expressions, noses in the air. Two boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectations. Something went wrong here. You're gonna let me close the door, I'm gonna do it. Message from Mother. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow I have received the news of Stanislav's death. Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. This telegram writer's a jerk. My duties in Paris keep me from traveling to Warsaw at this time. I join you both in mourning and sorrow, Mama. Duties in Paris, that's rich. Hard to expect anything else coming from you. Oof. My letter from Rome. Dear sister, I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. As I wrote before, I have found a suitable candidate. However, I'm still struggling to reach his flaw. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him. Vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. P.S. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. I guess that's just before the incident, huh? Polish Gazette. Blah. A letter from Paris. Sister of mine, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Rayford Morton, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come in here sometimes. He eats them. He says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord, but I don't think he means the Savior. I cannot yet reconstruct all the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with the shadows of his penitents, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. A very rough before and after. Compared to Crowley's Ars Gotia, there are 3 fewer demons. Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. No evidence that all demons are suitors. Batham, a false lead. Pucil, a false lead. Anton claims to have subjugated Orobus, mere boasting. Marcosius, expected to take on the form of a wolf with wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. According to Duplancy, he takes the form of a wild lioness. Interesting observation by Crowley. Demons are unexplored fragments of our minds. However, in appearance, it resembles an ox with wings. A lead for Sabnok, unknown. Mr. Victor, over here. Yes, we can start now.
I am ready, Mr. Shulsky. I only need all of you to be present.
Wait, where's Uncle?
Can we start reading your father's will?
Yes, let his will be done. Again.
Let's begin if everyone is ready.
Oh, he's here.
Would
Okay,
you
good.
please take a seat?
A seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
Just hear him out.
My first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Ligia Shulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter, Ligia.
What are personal movables?
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice.
Okay.
I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
Follow for follow, get out of here. You're getting banned.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voron,
How dare you?
I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio.
Oh my.
I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
More importantly, are we spreading democracy tonight? I'm down for it.
Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
Fyodorovna. Let's
I
wait.
would also like to come to the aid of my
Aha!
only son,
See?
Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain
great.
problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Talker.
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
Then what happened to
What
it?
actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
A building? It collapsed on top of him?
Yeah, definitely gonna need more info than that.
How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
Okay, so
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
but why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father
be.
had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure
has to have been
Stasio
useful to
has a
somebody.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
We'll try and be nice to everyone
I
else.
foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitsus, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Track it down.
And Mordechai Chayat, could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, My store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Range change in nomenclature there.
Do you have any other ideas?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
Well, I've got more tools than
I think we have
than
to
most
look for the
in this
answer
search.
in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
Okay.
The store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
Okay.
I'll see you out.
Have a nice nap, Uncle. Have a nice nap.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Bye, sister. All right, time to get hunting for a book. All right, Ooper, what's the deal?
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there.
Well, too late to take revenge.
Perhaps we should go there and check.
Another lead, huh? Chopin, huh? Is this really the best way to examine this portrait? Our family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and Ligia and I were 9 years old at the time. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, and to stand straight. Ligia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there, barely breathing, for a couple of hours. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more unrestrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family. One hand resting patronizingly on the back of the chaise lounge, asserting ownership, the other holding a grimoire. The black grimoire. Behind father, a shadow, as if a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Balberith. The family is complete. It's the last will. Nothing in here. I already explored in there. Oh. Charred letter. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Ligia, I am begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... yeah, no. Bye. Creep! Oh, hello.
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
How'd you get the number?
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
Okay.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye.
Click.
I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Oh, and now?
Just let him figure that out. Alright, what do we got going on in here? Oh, hi, Ligia.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up.
I'm sure.
After all, it's your heritage too.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
Comment on it.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl.
Aww.
You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century.
Yeah, it is.
It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best dye in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Well, you sure did.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not right now. Alright, anything else floating around here? Oh, there's a portrait here. I'm stuck on a wall because I'm not paying attention. Father's portrait depicts Father in his twilight years. The serious expression on his face, the proud posture, and the grimoire in his hand, combined with the dark background and lack of embellishments. It all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. Good old Stanislav. However, a faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently, artists are particularly sensitive to seeing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double emolument for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. It's a good portrait. It captures your callousness perfectly. Do you know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Ligia is reading a book in front of the fireplace, and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day. And then everything goes to hell. Hack!
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
I just had some.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
One would after
And so,
such a
the
sudden
great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building.
sudden occurrence.
Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death. Sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
Yeah, sure.
That won't take long.
Wow. Dude knows how to talk with barbs.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
We gotta get her to stop smoking.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
That's fine. Thank you.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
She's so enthusiastic. Alright. Anything of note down here right now? Nope. I'm sorry, how many trails are there? There are so many trails there. There's still something up here? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff up here. A wooden mask representing a salutar known as Shirale. The demonic countenance is clothed in the hopes that... The demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first, and the satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that Father had plans for Shirale, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Suitcase. Grains of desert sands from Father's trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality. Father would pore over the yellowed pages of books on ancient culture again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? Letter. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight. SR. The message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have seeped deep into the paper. Oh, there is something up there. Dum 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 dum. Collection of books on the occult. The grimoires of historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages, full of annotations in the margins, bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart beating with excitement, Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Father's thoughts were recently accompanied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something. Hunting for salutars, exploring the mysteries of everything related to thaumaturgy. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. Alright, let's talk to Ligia again.
Ligia?
Yes?
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
SR!
Who is she? And what did Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
Well, I'll have to check.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
I know what a soiree is.
How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation? And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick.
Let's
We
get
also
to it.
have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
I think he needs it. He does look good, but I think he could look a lot better. Alright, let's get out. Oh. Go to the garden real quick.
Are you lost?
Fuck. I'll try to be a hero, and it'll be alright. You're outnumbered.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
Yeah, bring him on. What does he have? Resistance, attack with Uper. Let's see. Let's see. Increases health points by 2. Ooh. Makes you lose focus instead of taking damage. 60% chance of slowing the enemy's actions. Yeah, I don't care. Let's start her up. Let's see. And then we'll do a planned attack. Because Uper was going to do an attack first. And now we'll do tons of damage. Bleeding receives 1 damage at the start of every round. The effect stacks 6 times. We'll start there. And he's done. It's okay though, because they brought friends apparently. What does he have? Required Dimension Force Deed 4 to disable. So this is gonna be garbage because I can't do anything about that. What's my deed? I'd have needed one more, huh? Inducing breakdown ignores resistances to direct damage. Ooh. And what's he? I just can't do focus damage to him, huh? That's all right. Suffering and old wound. So wait, he takes... Is he taking 8 damage? 6 to 8 damage per turn now? If I do this again... Oh, let's do that. Oh, it's so long, but it'll happen. All right, did 2 damage. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that only did 15 damage. It was advertising it would do like 30, but no, we're fine. And he bleeds out. Ta-da!
Get off my lawn.
Burglars.
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
I mean, no point now. They're gone.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
Good thing we came out here. That could have been awkward. What was this? This was deed. Oh, this costs 2 now. And these are capped. I can't continue until I have those salutars. What's with the star in the middle of the street? What's this? I don't know what that is. I don't know what I just did. So I could pass time. The Daily Courier. Eh. Elder's Atelier, and then there's a few points of interest, place of respite. Let's go to those points of interest. More of these, huh? Why do these exist? What are they for? Oh, hello. Sure, I'll have some cognac. I feel the ratio of liquid joy to throat-pinching euphoria growing with each passing moment. Alright, to the tailor! So I have to get to the other side of this plaza and then down the street. It should be this street, I think. Another POI? And the tailor.
Excuse me.
Damn it. I forgot to turn the key.
Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
I need evening
I
wear.
need some evening wear. Quick.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Viktor Shulsky, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done.
Didn't even measure
Mr.
me.
Shulsky, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte.
I agree.
Now, I'd like to go to my business.
I won't bother you.
All right.
I mean, it's honest feedback. It really is.
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new?
Nope, nothing. I love how it was optional, now it's mandatory. So I'm gonna have to take a tram, right? Some public transport. Yep. Rodemishi. Valsky. And this is where Grigori is staying, right? Give me away! Gimme. Give me experience. It's free! Barbershop.
Come in.
Please give me a
set
haircut.
my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
Classic disarray. I do like the proper Vorsalad. Ew. Neatly trimmed beard and mustache add a tone of seriousness and staidness to one's face. So that's what we have now. He looks so good with that full beard, though.
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Why not?
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So...
Ideally, you don't get a funeral ever in your lifetime.
Do you like it?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Yeah, they never complain. What's this? Locked. Catch a tram. Oh, is this not? There it is. Yeah, right over here. Can we say hi to Rasputin?
Do you call this a proper time for a visit? What's going on?
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Sir and Madam are already in bed. Come back in the morning like someone respectable.
Fear not, I'm here for Rasputin.
I can sense he's in the drawing room.
Rasputin. Thank you. And no.
Intriguing.
The apartment, while not too big, is impressive. It is well furnished and displays their wealth. He's in the drawing room, so he's in here. Or, yeah, there he is. Hello, Rasputin.
Is that him?
In the flesh. Allow me to introduce you. My dear hostess, Aniela Naradzinska, and my dear friend, Viktor Szulski.
Your father had a beautiful funeral.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know how to respond to that.
We finished for today. Now I'll find out what brings Viktor to us. What brings you here?
But you were the one who phoned.
Very funny.
Let's see, how long do you intend to stay?
You've made yourself at home. Are you going to be staying on here for long?
No, I'm afraid not. They're kind people, but I've experienced another vision. Though not fully terrifying, it is troubling.
Will you tell me about it?
Later. What brings you to me?
Have you known them long?
No, but Aniela and Lucian are my two good souls. They took me, an impoverished preacher, in under their roof. And I'll never forget that.
Are you helping them too?
I am a balm for Aniela's frazzled nerves.
Okay, yeah,
But enough of that. Tell me what you need.
Why was she looking at me so oddly? What did you tell her about me?
She's never seen a Thaumaturge before. I only mentioned to her how we met. Can I help you at all?
No, apparently not.
I won't bother you. We can talk next time.
The Naradzinski door is always open to you.
I'm glad you speak for them. Completed the quest Taming Darkness. Alright, now I'm stuck just preparing for the soiree, huh? So I'm gonna wind up having to pass time by waiting. But first... what's over here? The slums, huh? If I come home early, I'm not looking for a job. If I come home late, I've been trawling the bars. Poor guy can't win. Oh, what's this? Pawn shop! Opened until dusk. Oh, hello. A brochure! Yeah. Recommending people to strike. Drinking spirits causes death. Vodka causes poverty. Prostitution spreads venereal diseases. Choose health. Use soap. I mean, that last part's certainly true. Choose health. Use soap. Last list of chores. I don't think that's gonna lead to anything useful for me, but hey, you never know.
I haven't been here in a while. What do you want to tell me, friend?
When an area is enveloped in red fog, it's a sign that the Ooper wants to show you something. Go where the fog is thinner, stay away from places where it gets thick, and remember that Ooper doesn't like to be ignored. If you go into the fog, the vision will disappear.
I'll be first. You'll see.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Whee! What do we got here?
That kid, it's me. My mother thought I'd lost my mind. So did Ligia, I guess. And that, as we know, didn't happen until much later. I didn't remember that Amoritza was there too.
Oh, is this where we met Ooper?
After all, he'd laughed at me later for wetting my pants. It was my birthday. Was it then that you chose me?
I'm in the ground. All right, we're good. Well, that's good to know about. We're exploring the past. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, we can go in the brothel. There's no one here? It's a poorly run business if no one's there to welcome customers. Wow, there's a fat load of nothing to do here right now. Okay, have we fully explored the slums? Almost. Not quite, almost. First-rate decorations and equipment. That's good to know about. Can't go in there. That's a dead end. Sweep across the square one more time. Oh, and that leads there. All right, perfect. We're done here. Let's get back on track. Where's my exit? Oh, did we go down here? We didn't go down here. Oh, yes, we did. We started here. Oh, no, we didn't. What's moaning? Oh, hello. Marana. I saw a bust of you.
Morana, hello. Let's see what brought you here. I felt something. Where is it?
Well, on one of the riverbanks in Powalski, I saw a ghastly woman in a soaked slip standing up to her ankles in water. Marana. The gaze of the goddess of death and new beginnings made my blood freeze. I want to know more about her. Gonna need a bigger boat. Hello. A painter.
Move a little to the left, will you? You are blocking my view.
What are you doing here? Drawing an illustration for a newspaper?
For myself, as a local artist. I'm Cayetan.
Cayetan?
Do you specialize in still lives?
It's a nice, that's a very nice pun.
Here in Povishle, nothing interesting happened. But there you go. Murders with an artistic twist. Very inspiring material.
Povishle.
Povishle doesn't seem like a pleasant place to live.
No, it definitely does not.
Is life itself pleasant? I don't think so. Even those mutilated bodies, they have no eyes. As if the murderer tried to say there's nothing to see here.
So you're saying that nothing matters?
Exactly. Once, misfortune brought me to this river. I wanted to end my life. But the river wouldn't have me and threw me back on the bank. I decided to stay around.
Fair enough. How's the painting going?
What exactly do you paint?
Bodies!
Dead bodies.
Someone might say the dead deserve respect.
I'm saying that both life and death are meaningless. You are blocking my view.
The false dichotomy, huh?
I'll go now.
How does Sergeant Vior get here? We should have been... When does he get here? We should have been with this corpse in the ice house an hour ago.
Please, step back. This is a crime scene.
I can see that. Am I wrong? Or does the deceased have no eyes?
Yeah, no eyes, all right. And why would there be? He's the fisherman's sixth victim.
Fisherman?
Hey, Rogulski, cut the chit-chat. And you, 3 steps back. Go on.
Ask about the details.
Is the fisherman some local criminal?
Get out of here while I'm still asking nicely.
Something's floating around his head.
Easy, I'm going now. I don't want to bother you.
Just what I need. A fucking throng of onlookers.
It is what you need. It'll help you, I'm sure. He'll just kick me out, right?
Fuck, Rogulski. Do I need to take care of everything? Watch the distance. Stand back. Stand back! No trespassing on the crime scene.
Okay, so interacting with him again doesn't do anything. So it said I noticed something and following it would be to my benefit. But I'm not really seeing... Oh, here we go. This is how I change things. Follow his thoughts, huh? Alright, we keep going this way. And we go this way. Still going the right way. Here's where we could make a turn. We don't. And another. Oh. Oh, here we go. Into this dead end. Crumpled telegram. In relation to the situation of Povishla, stop. I demand immediate progress. Otherwise, you will be demoted and dismissed from the case. Ooh. Lines on the crumpled paper reflect the scars on a cowering, nervous heart. Panic prompts one to take matters into one's own hands. This small ball of paper weighs more than Sisyphus's boulder, and the world is closing around Pelavin in a claustrophobic dance.
Nice rags. They smell like downtown.
What are you sniffing around here for, Outlander?
Not looking for
I
trouble.
Try not to cross anybody.
Weaklings shouldn't venture into Povishla.
Maybe he's the murderer. The young master was bored and came to Povishla for a taste of gore.
You could say that.
Taste it all right.
His own.
There was no getting out of that. If I was nice, I'm a weakling, and if I was rude, then I'm too posh for these people. Too good for them. Hold up. Ooper, Dimension Force, word. Can't do that, right? Yeah, I'm stuck. Is that Marana? No, it's not. Whatever. Alright, let's see. We'll do Bloody Penance on them. And then we'll do Old Wound on them. And then this again. Ow. 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 Alright, so now he's taking more damage than healing. Alright, so he's gonna get one attack in. Oh. Hold up. I have to cancel that action. And oh, if I do this, I might get to do this twice, even if he doesn't renew. Let's see. Should we do Bloody Wedding? It really doesn't matter, because this guy's... If I do this, this guy's probably gonna die. Wait, let's see. It did not interrupt him. That's okay, he's gonna bleed out. Oh, Bloody Wedding is so slow, though. Alright, we'll do that instead. Alright, hit him with a planned attack. Three. And they both die. Beautiful. No, we're going back this way. Hello, what is this? Oh. Balalaika. Okay, so the person that Marana wants to hang out with is the inspector himself, isn't it? Rust-colored splashes and sharp outlines convey the idea that determined every brushstroke. Human life is worth as much as the words of a poet written in sand. Snuffed candles. Feelings carrying despondency and doubts about the sense of paying tribute to the dead float in the air along with a thread of smoke. There's no mourning here, just pure resignation. There's a fisherman. There's nothing else? Nothing else to investigate here? I'm not seeing any more embers anywhere. Suppose we might as well.
Any fish biting?
It doesn't matter. What do you want?
My name is Victor. I only wanted to ask what was going on here.
With those damn police?
They are trying to catch the fisherman, and the fisherman is doing his bit.
Fisherman's doing his bit, huh? What bit is that, good sir?
Is it bad that they're doing their job?
And what for? Did anybody call them? Anybody complain?
What, do you think murder doesn't bother anyone?
Like there are never any murders in Povishla. Big deal.
Deal.
The river giveth and the river taketh away. We'll do fine. We don't need the police here.
Yeah, until you're next.
Who's the fisherman?
The one who left the body on the beach. Stark naked, with pebbles in place of eyes, and a hook stuck in the roof of the mouth.
Like a fish. That's what he always does.
The police call him a serial killer.
Why pebbles?
A dozen people he's snuffed out like that already. The son of a gun.
You sound like it doesn't bother you too much.
And what should it bother me for? If he kills, he kills. We are not to judge if that's good or bad.
Excuse me?
The river giveth, and the river taketh away. Yep.
Yep.
And they can't catch the fisherman even though he continues to kill. Is that right?
He's smart, shrewd, not like those police fools. And everyone knows who he is.
Really?
How so?
Because, you see that guy on the beach who set up his easels in the sand and is painting? He's the fisherman. He paints all those bodies. He's always around the new ones. They even raided that hovel of his.
Really?
Right, Edek? Yep.
Yep.
It does look suspicious.
Everyone says it's him. He's a weirdo, living like a hermit in that hovel. Nothing holds any value for him, so maybe he takes people's lives just for the hell of it. Yep.
Yep. How do I get to his hovel?
Is that hovel?
Go along the river and behind the workshop. Am I right, Eric?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
I love Edek.
Happy fishing.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
The river giveth, the river taketh away. Point of interest? This is new. This wasn't here a moment ago. Sometimes it's good to obscure your view with a cloud of smoke. There's nothing worth looking at here anyway. Alright, so that wants me to leave. That wants me to stay here. My eye itches. I don't like it. Pierogi. I immediately feel warmth spreading throughout my body. I want to take a nap and wake up to the view of a freshly filled platter in front of me. Oh, hello, gentlemen.
You can't be here.
Cayetan doesn't allow it.
Cayetan,
I
huh?
don't like you, Sonny. He's got nice shoes, though.
He doesn't like you either.
I wish I didn't buy them at all.
Well, I don't like that kind of resignation. But I still like your shoes.
Yeah, here we go. What about you? Can't do that. What about you? Can't do that. Okay, in that case. Swap to you, Howl. Let's start bleeding him. Ow! Not the face, dude! Stop it! Alright, he should be losing 6 to 8 per turn. Let's jump over to this one. And that lasts 3 rounds of combat? No point in waiting. Guess we'll do this. Ow. Ow. Am I stunned? I'm in breakdown. Who is it? Him? Ow. Ow. Oh my god. That's okay, we're good. I survived with 3 health. Find the person with the flaw that Marana seeks, huh? The naturalistic paintings depict dead bodies on a riverbank in different poses and configurations. Streaks of waves painted with ease touch the still nature on the painted bank. The artist contemplated the curious appeal of the drowned victims, finding an odd sort of solace in them. Expensive brushes. Old rags permeated with a smell of turpentine and a sense of security, like a nest built atop a tree, 100 times better than a golden metal cage. The man sleeping in them finally feels at home. The freak from Povishle. Kajetan is both dead and alive, inextricably linked with the river in a most peculiar way. He paints images of crime on the riverbanks of Povishle. Even though he can afford painting materials, he prefers a life deprived of luxury. A message from the policeman. If you change your mind and decide to cooperate, come to the headquarters. That will earn you a more lenient treatment. The discouragement flowing through Pelivin's veins makes his hand go askew, making the words fall on paper helplessly. He has lost hope a long time ago that this case will finally get off the ground, but it's always worth a try. Once again. Pelivin believes Kajetan is the killer known as the Fisherman. He seems desperate for solid evidence, and the circumstances work to the painter's disadvantage. It's only a matter of time before he gets arrested. All right, let's go confront him, I guess. Nope, it's directional. It's not pathfinding. Oh no, it's because I was clicking. This is useless.
Is the painting finished?
Nope. The police took the body before I could finish.
Why do I stand in front of him
But
again?
I'm sure something new will appear soon.
Can I ask you a question?
Whatever.
Are you the fisherman?
I think painting those bodies has become something very important to you.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
It seems it has given your life a new meaning.
Do you really think so?
It seems to have. Keep searching.
I'll go now.
I mean, this is the only other place. I don't know if I can find anything. I think I might be SOL. I think what I think happened is I think I overlooked something earlier when we were searching this area. Right. There's nowhere. Let's point out he could be arrested.
Can I?
Aren't you afraid you might be arrested? You're always the first one out of the body. You painted. To me, you look like a murderer.
Me? Why? The bodies appear on their own. Besides, let the police worry about that.
If they catch the murderer, there will be no more dead bodies to pose.
Right. I hadn't thought about that. I don't understand.
Oh, there we go.
It seems that while contemplating the lack of sense in life, you did find something you care about.
Right. But that doesn't make sense. Why is it that in trying to go with the flow, I end up paddling harder? Where did I go wrong?
Beautiful.
Phaeton, the peculiar painter, is the one that Marana follows. Marana's presence creates malaise and a sense of despair among the residents of Vizsla. The source of those feelings is Cayetan, who bears a flaw. If I can bring it out, Marana will be mine.
I wonder if you developed it when you tried to kill yourself, or if you had it before. It is your doubt, your resignation, your nihilism. It's time to free you from it.
Can you hear me? Take a step back from him.
What? What are you doing?
No.
They're arresting me, that's what.
Demand proof of his guilt.
What are you arresting him for? Having strange interests? Have you got any proof?
We are arresting the prime suspect. Do not obstruct us.
Tell them what you told me. You are not the killer.
What difference does it make?
Pyelevin, you know he's not the one.
Pyelevin.
What can I do? This case is taking too long anyway.
How are you going to sleep after this?
Just fine.
I'm going to booze it up till I fall asleep. Preferably in moonshine.
Does that mean I can't get Marana?
Now it starts to rain.
Pyelevin seems to be unhappy about arresting him, huh? Hey, little guy.
Get it away from me! I don't want to touch it.
Yellow belly.
He's wearing a yellow shirt.
Shut up! Hey, you! What do you want here?
Oh, you look like a real fun kid.
What is that you're playing with?
It's a hook from a real dead man. A dead man's hook. Quiet, you dolts!
This hook is from the fisherman's victim, isn't it?
So what if it is? What's it to you? They've already caught the murderer.
What if I tell you that they didn't? That they caught the wrong man?
The fuck they did? Get lost! Unless...
The mouth you got on you.
Trade for it. Got anything interesting to barter with?
Kids stole important evidence from the crime scene, but they refuse to cooperate. Clearly, they're led by a boy named Piotrek. I feel like I don't get the hook if I do that.
And what would you like for the hook?
A cannon.
A saber.
Well, you heard him. If you bring us a cannon or a saber, we'll give you the dead man's hook.
That should be doable. There were some old blunt sabers in Father's office.
Go away now. You're boring.
Can I stick Ooper on them? Please? Someone's carved the name Piotrek in it. Each mark is a sign of joy and merriment, a scratch from hitting a bucket, a protruding splinter from fencing, but the carved letters are oozing shame. The stick has been a silent companion in the most secret way. It takes part in investigations and helps catch criminals. Why is it oozing shame? Oh, hold up. Can I get back there? I can. Hello. Police report. I started my rounds from Grabowska Street. The gate at 10 Grabowska Street was unlocked, and I informed the caretaker. At midnight, at the intersection, I saw a group of Romani who were fixing to pitch a tent near the square. I ordered them to leave. They headed in the direction of Pavishla. Limited quest. All right, let's work on that for a while. Oh my god, we're side questing so hard today. So I guess limited quest just means you have a limited time frame to do it in. Hello.
Hello.
I can't stand this weather. Can I help you?
What are you selling?
My late husband's junk. I don't need to look at all of this if I can't look at him.
Ugh.
I'm sorry for your loss.
No point brooding over it. The river giveth, and the river taketh away.
It's like a common phrase around here.
Goodbye.
Oh, whoops. Here we are. Brochure. Madame Lulu, a tarot master of global renown, receives customers at midnight at the inn under the pheasant. Under the Pheasant Inn, huh? Is this the... Huh? Dear Ignacy, I am tremendously grateful for the favor. Without your help, poor Antos would have been lost. I may ask what prompted him to take such a desperate step. Well, you may ask, sorry. Well, it started with a night of heavy drinking and a visit to the tarot reader. All at the behest of that old madman, Kazimierz. It's unheard of! Madame Lulu looked into the cards, predicted an imminent trip for Kazimierz, and a few days later, he receives a call to join his father, who had urgent need of him in London. For Antos, Madame Lulu's prediction was that if he put all his eggs in one basket, he would lose his family fortune. The wretched boy panicked, convinced that the Madame had made another correct prediction. By the way, I heard that our tarot reader will soon come to Warsaw and will be staying there for a month. You'll have the opportunity to test her effectiveness yourself. I wish you continued good health and hope to see you soon.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
At midnight, you can visit the famous tarot reader, Madame Lulu, at 8 Browarna Street. She has just arrived in Warsaw, and rumor has it that her divinations come true. That's not here, though. Find viewpoints. So that wants me to leave. I'll have to come back for that one. I think we're done here. Oh, whoops, hold up. Yeah, okay. Parses in the sky. Let's get the heck out of here. Man, it is always raining here, huh? Alright, get a carriage. I need to go to... I think it's our home? This is where we live, right? no. It is not where we live. Where do we live? There's a new quest here. Oh, Ooper.
What do you
Hello.
want to tell me, friend?
Victor, hurry. We'll be late for Mass.
I'm
Oh,
coming,
here we are.
Mother.
Oh my goodness. Where am I going? No, that's closing in.
Victor, do you think that when you have a husband, you have to argue with him?
I suppose so. I don't want a husband.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to get one, but I'm worse off. Grażynka says that when I grow up, she'll find me a husband.
Really rough childhood, huh?
I remember that. The last Sunday before Father stopped taking us to church. Because of me. I accidentally touched the priest's stele as he passed us with a censer. That was the first time when I felt another person's thoughts, their intentions. I heard the words of someone's confession that the priest was thinking about.
Oh no.
It was like they were directed at me. And I didn't falter to share them with the rest of the congregation. Mother didn't manage to stop me. And my indiscretion caused the prominent marriage to
Look at
fall
that
apart.
face.
My parents' marriage not long after.
Poor kid. Poor family. Oh my god, that's awful. Oh, hi. Please come to the cemetery immediately. The Gravedigger. In a moment. I'm already here. Might as well go snatch a saber.
What do we have here?
Yoink. I can't believe we're about to trade a saber for a fishhook. But it's gonna happen. Alright. Now I need to go to the cemetery immediately, huh? A beautiful tune, as if the fiddle were alive and carried it on its own. For a brief moment, I felt like someone had touched a string in me I didn't know existed. Hello.
What is this foolishness? Open this gate!
Madman.
Right. No one can keep us from entering the cemetery. It's a free country. Well.
Yeah, wow.
How long are you going to keep wagging your chins? If it's closed, it's closed. Oh, Mr. Shulsky, finally.
I got the message.
I read your message. What is it about?
I won't talk about it out here in front of these boors. Come inside.
You're letting him in, Gravedigger? What the hell is going on?
Madcap.
Shut your mouths or I won't open till Judgment Day. This is about your father, you know.
All right, coming
let's
in.
See what this is about.
Bah.
What did my father do this time?
I've got two pieces of news, so to speak. There's bad news, and I'm not sure what the other one is.
Okay, go on.
Which do you want to hear first?
Bad first.
The bad news.
Today some rebel rousers came here and started making trouble. They ravaged your family tomb.
What do you mean, ravaged?
I couldn't believe it either. I sent you a note immediately.
What about the other news?
Okay.
One night, I went out and saw the dead lying around.
They do that.
Not in their places, you know? In the pathways. And then I saw their graves dug up, as if the dead crept right out of the ground.
And these bodies are still lying here?
No, of course not. You can't do that. But if you want to learn more about the case, they might come out again tomorrow night. People are starting to talk about resurrections and the end of the world.
Okay.
Resurrections and now these maniacs. Judgment Day seems to be upon us, you know?
Okay.
Those vandals that ravaged the tomb, what did they look like?
They were the burglars, weren't they?
Gate because they're still hanging around there. Why don't you see for yourself, you know?
Okay.
According to my knowledge, dead bodies don't rise on their own. Were there any witnesses? Any noise at night? Traces?
Nothing. Just the stiffs in odd places.
Alright, I'll go take a look.
Get rid of this scum at once.
There are some shady characters hanging around the family tomb. The gravedigger couldn't chase them off, so he closed the cemetery while to visitors while waiting for me. Alright, where's the tomb? It was this way, right? Yeah, here we are.
Oh, darn it. Look at him.
Hi.
I think he's a real, you know, temperamencer.
Yeah, whatever the hell that is.
I'll show you how you talk to magicians. Are you so eager to die, Tempermancer?
Tempermancer?
I must admit that I can see some sort of vision behind this project. However, gentlemen, don't take it personally, but I can't allow you to continue this devastation. My sister spent a fortune on the engraving. She'll kill me if she finds out what happened here.
Then she'll have to get in line.
Ooh, good comeback. Too bad I'm not scared of you at all. I don't have the right salutator to disable that. Awesome, great, okay. Who do I take out first? I think I have to pull out Book of Ach. Let's get some more health. Alright, swap you to Book of Ach. Howl. Old wound. Ow. Reduces focus, reduces focus. Yeah, they're trying to break me again. Awesome. Okay, attack with Book of Ach. Okay. Great, disabled. Hit him with that as well. And that would need to be attacked with Ooper, huh? Bloody Wedding? Or Doom? Bloody Wedding's definitely faster, but I could just swap to Ooper. Hit them with Bloody Penance. What are you guys gonna do? Reduce focus, reduce focus. 7 damage, 7 damage, 7 damage. Okay, doesn't really matter. Punch to the nose. Oh, the one in white is the one I have selected. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Get that trait out of here. Ow. Ow. There goes my focus. Quick attack. Hopefully the quick attack cancels it. Yeah, let's go. We're good. Give me my health back. Boom. All right, very nice. Done with you.
Let's take a look around.
Demon, WTA. Inept efforts to pry the tomb door open came to nothing. A crude tool, as crude as the man who used it, the steel reverberates with a desire to destroy what is strange, corrupted by magic, and unfamiliar. Just like they were instructed by the Vas. Was ist? What is WAS? My father a demon? Fine, let them have their way. Alright, nothing else to worry about here. Alright, let's talk to the Gravedigger.
So, Mr. Shulsky, you gave those lads by the tomb a good belting, huh? I could hear the echoes.
Got him good.
Thank you, but they weren't too keen to talk, and I have a few questions to ask.
Maybe I could help, you know?
You like your
It's
job?
a rather grim job you've got here.
Well, you know. I'd rather do this than struggle with drunkards in a bar or bolts in a factory. The dead are calm and predictable, you know?
You know, until this.
Unless they start rising from the grave.
Until this happens, yeah.
What is the WAS? Those fellas at the mausoleum were connected with it.
Ah, the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Loonies, you know? Ever since your father was laid to rest here, they've been yelling their heads off by the walls.
Where can I find their bosses? You know?
Why? Do you smell blood? There's one behind the cemetery wall inciting the crowd. Ask him. Once you're cleaned up near the mausoleum, I can open the gate.
The Gravedigger says WAS stands for Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Their agitator can be found by the cemetery wall. God, I keep having to stretch. Whew. That's one of those days. I might need to walk around for a minute or two. The Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society has targeted my father. Normally I would say be my guest, but they're acting so nastily I put them on my blacklist. In order to learn more about them, I should find the agitator.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know?
Okay, well, let's go. Let's go give him a trouncing, shall we?
Get a steak for when your life is at stake. Make any vampire quickly retire. An aspen steak for you, sir? Premium wood, carved at midnight on the solstice.
Yeah, sure.
They're cheap.
Vampires? I don't think so.
What do you mean? The dead rising at the cemetery? They must be vampires.
Vampires are salutors attracted by blood and sizzling passion. There's nothing.
Oh, there went the trolley.
to them among the dead.
It's what people believe that matters.
The steaks are exquisite, I must admit. What else do you sell?
Holy icons, miraculous Marys, salt.
Table salt?
Consecrated, but the steaks, I tell you, sir. Ever since they buried the magician, they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Yeah, sure.
Do you believe in all of this?
I believe in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear, then who am I to argue?
Yep.
Goodbye. I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic. Hey, please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays, I sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
Yeah, but why? Why would I tell anyone about you? Bonk. Oh. I couldn't get run over. Oh, here he is.
Have you been feeling tired lately?
Yes.
Have
Yes.
your wives been hysterical? Your chickens getting sick? Milk going sour for no reason? Yes! That's all caused by tempermancy. Curses, black magic, evil energy. You
I'll keep
don't
listening.
believe it? Here's proof. Ever since that Temperomancer was buried here, the dead have been rising from the graves. It's a sign that the apocalypse is coming. For more details on the rapidly coming end times, please visit our office.
Are you the one giving orders to the WAS?
Look who's here. The magician Temperomancer. The enemy
Yeah,
of
Temperomancer.
humankind.
The ruiner of good fun and the vanquisher of children's smiles. I'll ask again, who is in charge of this circus?
The President told us what you are. If you want to ask him about something in person, have a look at the brochure like the others.
Okay, can I have one?
You know how to read, right?
If the cemetery is sacred to you, why didn't you explain desecrating other people's tombs?
This is all your fault. The black energy has polluted this
Yeah,
earth.
it's our fault you
Dead are
desecrated a
outraged by
grave.
it.
We need to ward off the evil powers.
Oof. No,
I
no,
see.
no.
So I'll need to look for reasonable answers someplace else.
You have no right to speak. You have no right even to stand here on hallowed ground.
Oh my.
I must disagree with some of your points.
Like what?
Heard of the hysterical wives?
Wives are becoming hysterical. There's a simple answer for that. If I had a half-witted husband like that, I'd lose it too. Better go home and think about whether you're catering to all of their needs, men should, rather than running around these rallies.
Yeah.
You, when was the last time you took care of your wife properly?
It's been a while. I'll go apologize to her.
Good plan.
Actually, I'll go too. To my Halincia.
Yeah, good plan. Best of luck.
What have you done? Who am I going to speak to now?
My fists? Okay, find a way to deal with the was. The vas. Hello.
Indeed. Fanciable. Up close.
Flirtatious. I thought that said hilarious at first.
I don't know. We'll see when he turns around.
May I ask what you ladies are doing?
What everyone does. We're evaluating.
Turn around.
8 it is.
Will you show us something more?
Excuse me?
A solid 8?
You know, on a scale from 1 to 10, you look quite spiffy, sir.
Why are you schmoozing with some sucker who's already suited and booted for his own funeral? And you, lousy fop, got an itch in looking for some philandering at the Marble Orchard, are you?
6, 5.
Marble Orchard
0.
for a graveyard.
There's nothing here for you. Mr. 8 got some you-know-what, so he caught our eye. And vice versa, I can tell.
Get ready for some shellacking, lads. We got a dandy looking for some extra ventilation. And, as luck would have it, not too far from the orchard either.
Sir, you have the unique opportunity of becoming a 10.
Not doing this to impress you, I promise. They all have guns. Excuse me? I might be screwed. I am out of my depth right now. No choice but to go for it. Attack with Book of Arch. Alright, Howl. Diversion. Oh, that's perfect, actually. So now he's suffering and he's immediately broken. Four damage from a gunshot, huh? Stylish shot, I see. What do you do? Oh, this is good, actually. He's gonna do an obnoxious one. This is the one I should be worried about. I should be able to get an attack in with Uber first, right? Ideally. Here we go! Yeah, he's done. He's not done! What the heck? There we go, now he's done. Alright, swap to Uber. We'll do that. And then a quick attack. Alright, no more trait. Give him a quick shot. And now I take a bunch of damage. Oh, that was actually really nice. I could have taken a lot more damage there. Give him a punch. Do eerie intoxication. Nope, didn't work. I get shot again. Oh well, it's fine. I can take bullets for days. Alright, and this should kill. Oh, it doesn't, because I'm a moron. That's okay. Old wound. I need to hurry up and get more salutars. Yeah, you're done. And the ladies have nothing to say? Really? After all that? Nothing from them? When you walk away, do it slowly. Okay, we'll hit the point of interest. It's still morning. I'm assuming that's what that means. Hot chocolate! A sweet aftertaste with a hint of bitterness. A postcard from the overseas world, where the song of heavenly birds meets the rattle of slave chains. Okay. That turned real dark real quick. Yeah, let's go back to Pavishla. Down we go. Gonna swing around here. There's more going on here, huh? Empty beer bottle. Rapture streams into the heart with every sip. The police officers with their solemn faces look so fine in their uniforms. The bitter aftertaste is lost completely, drowned out by daydreaming. The glass reflects sunlight on the face, but that is not what makes it so radiant. Piotrek, the leader of the group that stole the hook, seems to be secretly fascinated with police work. Maybe I could use that to somehow make him return the hook.
Salut.
Salut. Have you heard the fancy pants?
Let's expose his fascination.
You have the makings of a good detective. I could use the help of someone as smart as you in my investigation.
I'd like to help.
That's commendable of you. Then the first step would be to give me back the hook.
Don't give it back. Don't be a sucker. Shut it! I want to help the police with their investigation. Got it? If you got a problem with that, you can fuck right off.
Oof.
Here. So what now?
Now you're a sucker. The hook resonates from the collision of two thoughts. Someone tried to savor the victim's dying screams while appreciating the moment. Yet, flitting the curved metal, there was a regret for someone who should be convulsing here instead of this pitiful eel.
Now I'll examine the hook and keep looking for other clues.
Piotr's a lick spittle for the coppers. Shut your mouths, or you lose even more teeth. I'll help you. Come find me near Antiaja's brothel. We can resume the investigation there.
Okay.
Alright, enough of this. Let's leave this place.
Oh, his posse's still following him. Very nice. He got to keep his friends. Friends. Alright, let's jump back to Horses in the Sky. Alright, so we gotta go back to the brothel. Commissioner!
What more do you want from me?
Not yet.
I have to go now.
Let's talk to the kid.
It's true.
Oh, hello, what is this? I fixed stockings. Okay, good to know. Let's see if the kid found anything else. I think it's on this corner right over here, so we come down and then around, and that's the brothel right on there. Nope, it's down even further. Ta-da!
So then I tell him, stick that rubble up your ass. I've got my honor.
You sure are a canny lad.
Yeah.
I'm on my break. Come back later.
Not after that.
I sent him, Auntie Clara. We're doing an investigation together.
You're always up to something, Piotrush. What investigation?
Yeah, ask.
What are
why,
we doing here?
Why here?
What do you mean? The aunties are the key to the world of information. They know and hear
Smart
more
kid.
than anyone else in Povishle.
Very smart kid.
You his actual aunt?
You really are a tourist. Of course they're not. But I prefer them to the real ones. They always help me somehow when I'm in trouble. They'll dress a wound, give me an apple, or a beer.
Piotrush, nothing gets by you. You remember that lady's gloves? I said I liked them once, and he brought them to me the next day.
Well,
Okay.
just say the word.
What do you know about the fisherman?
All I know is he's in jail. Finally. This cursed place can breathe a little.
He's not.
He's not in jail, though. We're looking for the real one.
Piotrush, is that the investigation you're playing?
Not
What
playing.
do you mean playing? We're both dead serious and committed, Auntie.
You better watch out. You'll get in trouble.
What next, partner?
It's not over yet. Now, we split. You go grill the other aunties, and I'll see you later.
Okay, what are you doing?
After dark, some of them work here, and others in the streets. Remember to tell them I sent you. Piotrek Justa, that is.
Justa.
And ask better questions this time.
Watch him. If anything happens to him, it's your fault.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure something will actually happen to him. Alright. Is there somewhere I can have a seat and wait that's perhaps not in the rain? Probably not around here now that I think of it. Alright, I guess we're passing time. Across Warsaw, you'll find benches where you can wait for another time of day. Certain events only take place at a certain time, so it's worth using them.
Let's wait. So, did you miss the city? Me neither. Let's wait until
nighttime.
So, let's kill some time.
Ta-da! It's nighttime! Let's talk to some prostitutes.
Yes?
What are you selling?
My late husband's junk.
Oh, this again.
I don't...
Okay, sorry. Bye. Meow. Receipt. Sona's House Drugstore, storage of pharmacy material and trade off household goods and a trade of household goods and novelties. That was hard. I verify that Skolaski purchased household ice maker, subscription for ice, sterilized gauze, which she paid in full. Hello.
Good evening.
Ladies.
Good evening. What do you want?
I bet he's a customer. Do you want to put him off?
How do I know if he's a customer or not? Bad things happen in this weather.
You're right. What brings you here?
Something continues to leak. Really? The only other thing would be either reopening the investigation or talking to other prostitutes first, but we'll start with the fisherman.
What an odd question. Unless... God, it's him! He came to kill us!
But they just got him. That freak who painted corpses was the fisherman. He created inspiration for himself. Right?
Take it easy. I was sent here by Piotrek Justa.
Somehow I don't believe you. Maybe you got him too, fisherman.
Fisherman's never killed kids.
Introduced me to Auntie Clara too. I assure you they are both alive. I just want to talk to you.
Well, if you hang around with Piotrek, you can be the fisherman. Especially if you aren't that handsome.
Well, I mean, I'll take it.
This
you
is
know?
Auntie Clementina, and you can call me Auntie Anastasia, like the Tsar's daughter.
But we don't know anything about the fisherman, and we'd rather not talk about him.
All right, bye.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. I felt safer with you around.
Man, that's a quick 180. Oh my god, he's the fisherman. He's here to kill us. Oh, he's not? Oh, I feel so safe with him here then.
Good evening.
Hello.
Cloud behind the corner, 5 kopecks. Naked in a bed, 15. A blow will cost you 3. Unless you just want to watch something, then it's 2.
Oh my.
If it's something else you're after, you can fuck off, or I'll call for help.
That's a practiced speech.
Does it often rain here? It seems like a cloud burst just over Powiśle as if on purpose.
I guess the weather reflects the way we all feel here.
Oof, that's depressing.
Talking to me, the panda is getting angry.
Who's a panda?
Well, a whoremonger.
Ah.
Piotrek Justa sent me. He's a nice kid.
Piotr sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? I'll give you a discount then.
Not what I'm here for, but thank you.
No, that's not why I'm here. I just want to talk.
Well, fire away before someone is onto us.
The fisherman. Have you heard anything about him?
Only the things everyone's been prattling on about. But if it's information you want, buy yourself a newspaper. 2 kopeikas. Any other questions? Or should we get to the point?
I'll let you get back to work. Goodbye.
Bye! Oh, it was worth a shot. Alright, who else is around? Oh, point of interest. The Madame looked at the cards, and her eyes widened in astonishment. Your fate is still uncertain. It's ruled by forces that are beyond our ken. The ending to this story has not yet been decided. Nothing new there. Pawn shop. Have I really covered all of the prostitutes? There should be still be some in the house proper. Is he still here? He's still just hanging out here. Oh, hold up. Witnesses wanted, anyone who provides information about the place, and promoters of illegal fistfights in our city. Assists in the capture of the brothers known as Soup and Red-Eyed Warclaw will be paid a reward of 50 rubles. Police are clearly desperate. They're looking for the promoters of illegal fights. Alright, hang on. Check out the whorehouse. It's a long run, though. And I'm in the wrong place, so I'm gonna have to turn left. Mind is too low, huh? Yeah, well, I can't raise it. And that's not Marana either. Alright. Anyone I can talk to in here? Another one, mind is too low.
Is the gent looking to forget his worries for a while? Discretion guaranteed. I haven't had an angry wife come here yet.
Are you the owner of this establishment?
Sounds like it.
Of course, precious. Welcome to Auntie Yaja's bawdy house.
Who usually plays the piano here?
Would that it were only one. We get no shortage of has-been artists here, or them that try to bamboozle the girls into giving them a better price, especially if they're drunk.
Oh.
One of the girls saw it in a pawn shop. It wasn't cheap.
Your employees play too?
I can find you someone that can tickle the ivories. But that's not what I pay them for.
What about
Tell
the business?
me about this place.
All right, precious. Ask away.
When you send your girls out to work, aren't you concerned about their safety?
You must be the reason Anastasia and Clementina came back crying.
Why did they?
Do you
What?
know how long it took me to calm them down?
At least here they are safe.
They are safe out there. Is that clear?
Okay, I guess she's not worried at all.
Are all the girls local? I know places like this offer lodgings to those arriving in the city in exchange for their services.
If you're implying something, precious, I can assure you that all the ladies here work of their own free will.
Yeah, none of them seemed particularly upset.
Imagine coming here to be a cleaner or teach children, and then the only thing anyone really wants to pay you for is your ass. I'm the reason they can make a living. No offense, precious, but you have no idea what it's like.
Does Piotr Kusta live here too?
Yeah, I'm actually curious
That
about
one
that.
always finds his way around. He's a nitwit. The girls like him and he likes them. As long as he knows his place, he can hang out here.
Oh, that's
Where
sweet.
are his parents?
Who knows? He's a foundling.
Let's change the subject.
Finally. Shall I find you a companion?
I don't know. Can you? No.
Thank you.
The answer is no.
Maybe I'll return later.
You're blushing, precious. Well, goodbye.
Precious. Where the heck am I gonna find? Let's see. Bottom. This was better. Okay. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna grab a drink, wash my hands, and I'll see you shortly. Alright, sorry about the delay. I realized that I should probably get some rice going for my dinner. So, I had to set up the rice cooker and get that all going. Alright, I think... as long as I don't progress the main quests, let's head to the cemetery. Is it still nighttime? No, it's morning. Alright, where's Ooper gonna take me? I guess we're leaving Pavishla. I am enamored with that linguistic structure, I guess. I don't know, Pavishla is fun to say. Foreign languages are interesting. Maybe I should take some time to try and learn some of these languages. Hello, Ooper.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
What you got to say? Wrong way. Nope, wrong way.
You'll put me in an early grave.
Duh, because it's always the woman's fault when a man starts getting certain notions.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect.
You deserve none, my guy.
Father, can Abauretse come with us to the sea?
Out of the question. Holidays are to be spent with family, with loved ones, not with servants.
Now, it is important to note that almost all of our exposure to his father is through him, and he hates his dad.
You'll be the head of this family someday, and you have to understand that family is the one thing you can always rely on. Especially since you're a temperamencer.
Oh, that's an actual thing.
Others will rob you, kill you, or even worse, ruin you. You should keep your friends close, but never behind your back. And your enemies you should keep even closer, next to your heart, because only then will they not surprise you.
It's an important lesson to learn. The station, huh?
Rarely did I see my father so furious.
Oh, is that when we left?
Thought a trip to the once Polish Baltic Sea would improve his chilly relations with Mother. I really didn't want to go. I preferred to play with Abauretse in the streets of Praga. Mom wasn't disappointed that we stayed either. I didn't want to step on Father's toes again, so I asked Ligia to make a scene, like she did when Grażynka tried sending her to bed and she wanted to keep reading. I didn't even have to persuade her much.
She didn't want to go either, I guess.
I wondered if it was the power of the twin bond, or if I manipulated her subconsciously back then. Now I know I couldn't do it without forming our pact. But if that's the case, what were you doing here?
I do wish we could hear what Ooper was saying. I wonder if later in the game we will start to hear what the Salutar's thoughts are. Or if it will remain the Chewbacca thing where you can't understand anything they say. Was that it? Wait for events to unfold. Okay. Have the investigation reopened. Oh, does the star... I can't go through there. It's locked. Alright, Let's hit some points of interest. So the star, the little twinkle thing, means it's the right time of day. So I can progress the events of that quest. And does that mean time... Does that mean that time limited doesn't refer to how... Doesn't refer to time as far as the quests are concerned? It refers to time of day? Very confused. All right, where else? Point of interest, point of interest, point of interest, point of interest. Okay. We'll head across. There's one. Gotta get this XP, you know? It'll be important later. I wonder how much of this was modeled on real places. I want to travel again. I do. Buy a donut! One bite is enough to make me feel like I'm 8 years old again. I feel like Warsaw donuts are the only sweet thing that happened to me in life. I love the architecture in foreign places. The older architecture. Oh, here we are. Oh, what's this? These simple waltzes have a lot of charm to them. I'd dance if I wasn't Victor Shulsky, the grave, cold-hearted thaumaturge. There we go. That's all of them? That's all of them. Okay. And that requires changing location, doesn't it? Wait for events to unfold, have the thing reopened. Availability of this quest is limited. What time is it? It's still morning. What if I go to the cemetery? Let's go to the cemetery. What time is it now? It's still morning. It seems time only passes when I don't want it to. All right, where's the nearest place where I can take a load off? Not here? Is there not one here at all? Strange. Well, might as well admire the view. This is a nice cemetery. I don't think I've ever been in a particularly fancy cemetery, you know? Aha! Here we are. So they're not marked on the map. Good to know.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question.
Yeah.
So, Mina, let's...
My time! Alright, let's see. They're alive. Alright. Let's find these corpses. These guys aren't dead. yet. Oh, wait. There is something over here. I see sparkles. Notes for a sermon. It's not hard to see that harmful fads and entertainment from the West have spread among our youth, and right under our noses, too. I'm talking here, for one, about the infamous teacher who was giving lessons on how to twitch in frenzied fits, and he had the gall to accept money for it. Fortunately, owing to a few vigilant parishioners and my own intervention, this shameful demoralization shall soon cease. You kicking a grave? What's your problem, dude? Obituary. Gave up his spirit to God on September 3rd, 1905. The procession of his body to the cemetery will take place on Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon from his home at number 7 Milna Street. The bereaved wife invites the family and all well-wishers to this somber rite. The crumpled newspaper pages ooze with someone's cool, cynical calculation. They use the obituary page as a map to find those waiting to be dug up. Well, that kind of gives the game away, doesn't it? Here we are. On the deadly cool tombstone, the gravedigger has left words of prayer and a concern straying on the marble. The concern that the dead won't rest in peace in accord with the laws of nature. It's a harbinger of the apocalypse. The third one this week. That's the one who broke Norvid's heart. I don't know who Norvid is.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
This lantern. Flame still smoldering. The smell of kerosene from the still smoldering wick gives way to the profound sense of injustice settled on the candle. In the wisp of bluish smoke from the flickering flame,
felt something. Where is it?
I can feel a grievance over the fact they pay more to dig up a stiff than to bury them.
Hey, Valush, look what they got dragged in.
God damn.
Are you the ones disturbing the dead and strewing the bodies all over the graveyard?
No, not that. We are professionals. We've got the troublemaker here.
I bet he'll call the Undertaker. That's too bad.
Are you from the Anti-Thaumaturge Society?
We don't care if they're magicians or not.
Steve. It's a Steve.
Fair enough.
The gravedigger will be surprised to see all this looting.
Yeah, I can't overlook this anyway.
Fuck, I knew Thursday would be no good.
Don't be a sissy. It'll be all over soon. I'll take the coat. I'll take the clodhoppers.
All right, guys, you asked for it. Nice truncheon. Should I slap on a few more levels? I have 5 right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? But I'll probably get more. Oh, but this is gonna be... I'll probably get one more at some point here before I unlock any other tracks. The saluter's action will be 1 round faster. Interrupts an enemy's planned action if the enemy is in the suffering state. I do put a lot of them into suffering. Should I grab it? Let's grab it. All right, I have a lot of options here. Agony. The skill additionally casts the state on a random enemy. Interrupts the enemy's planned action if the enemy is in the suffering state. I imagine that doesn't apply retroactively. Let's do agony on that. Eight to 9. The perfectionism doesn't really do much there. We'll do that because it's a free action anyway. And then what was that? What was that? Lucky chance that I had on there? Or it was relaxation. 23 to 24 isn't that great. We'll do that. All right, we're good. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, well, swap you to Bukovac. Gonna cast Howl. Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, so if I change to this guy... No, it doesn't matter. I can apply this to anybody. He's immune to statuses. We'll hit him with exposure. And who else gets that applied to them? Did it say? It would have been nice if it had told me who that got applied to. Oh, if only because I want to know if it got blocked by that. Okay, so he's dead on his own. He's just gonna bleed out. It got applied to him because he has 3 stacks of it. Should I do Old Wound? So it toggles. I can see on the right-hand side of this, it shows a 1 and a 2. I guess it alternates every other time. On this guy, I'm gonna want you. And I'll hit you with another Old Wound. Dude hit me in the face with a shovel. All right, he's gonna die anyway. Oh, it's undetermined whether he's going to die anyway. But either way, he'll die in the next couple of turns. Well, I can't have him be suffering. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, it would take 3 more turns to do that. Whatever, let's just go for it. And he'll bleed out. Yep, he's done. What is that? Adrenaline. Oh, okay. Well, he's done. Get out of here.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Hey, thanks for checking in, McCrae. How you been?
I felt something. Where is it?
Where indeed? It should be right here, right? No.
There is something here.
Come on. Where's the thing that I am searching for? How you been, McCrae? Been a while. What you been up to? Oh my god, my eyes itchy. Come on. There we go. Oh, here we go. Officially, a new homeowner moved in Saturday. Hey, let's go! You owned the other one, though, didn't you? What's all this? This is the Thaumaturge. Honestly, you're probably not going to be that interested in the gameplay itself. I'm really enjoying it. So what it is it seems like an occult detective-like with turn-based combat. So basically, I am a Thaumaturge, which allows me to make pacts with monstrous entities. So I have an Ooper. You start with an Ooper. I have recruited a Bukovac. That's why I added new. I like detective stories. Oh yeah, no, I'm having a blast. It's not really a detective story at this point, though. I mean, I guess it kind of is. We're investigating our father's death, and trying to track down his grimoire. I don't know why we need it. The character doesn't know why we need it, but it was left to us in his will, and he died under mysterious circumstances. A building collapsed on him all of a sudden out of nowhere. So we're assuming foul play. We also hate the guy. We hate his guts. Here's his mausoleum. It's been defaced by some jerks who don't like thaumaturges. It's currently, I think, 1905. I think was the year is 1905. And oh no, that was on a headstone. It could be more recent than that. But we're in Warsaw right now, and it's pre communist uprising. So the Tsar is still in power. Although there's a lot of unrest regarding that. We actually took part in a riot about that right at the beginning of the game, so. But the setting's great. The character's pretty good. I'm a sucker for the occult stuff. We kind of have the weird dynamic of we can talk to our monsters and understand them. The character understands them, but we don't. There it is. I saw the sparkles. Come here, you.
There's something odd nearby.
What are you? A shovel! Hang out, see where it goes. The worn-out shaft radiates with fresh alarm and fear. Someone hastily dropped the tool as soon as they heard approaching footsteps. Did I startle someone? So the way this works is, as a Thaumaturge, I can feel the remnants of emotion or attachment to objects left by the people that used them. And so I found the shovel, and those are the feelings that are still attached to it. And this skill tree involves leveling up my perception of the way things are. But I can't move forward in these tracks because I don't have salutars. I need more. These are called salutars, these monsters. And so now I'm playing Pokemon, trying to find them and catch them. That type of power would be a burden, in my opinion. It's referenced as one, yeah. We've actually... we've had a few flashbacks to the main character's childhood, and apparently they went to church every Sunday, and eventually they stopped going to church because the very first time he interacted with his power, he touched the sash of a priest at church, and he heard a confession that was made by one of the parishioners, and of course he told everybody, and it wound up ruining a very prestigious marriage, and they got kicked out of church. And no, I could not imagine having that kind of power. Do I have to go back there and examine that again? What happened? But so I'm, in my usual fashion, I'm doing a ton of side questing. It remembers the times of uprisings and cholera epidemics. A fresh trace of pain rises above other memories that the statue has been a silent witness to. The widower's trembling hand, seeking support. Its vibrations permeate the bricks with a mixture of revulsion and grief caused by the ghastly sight of the corpse of his recently buried wife, perched on her open coffin. This is no miracle nor imminent apocalypse. The resurrected corpses are assisted by a prankster who not only knows this place well, but also works here. The question is, why does he do it? The gravedigger should know him. Also, these aren't corpses. I beat the crap out of them for defacing this grave. Oh, and once we're done with this conversation, I should introduce you to a good friend of ours.
Sweet Jesus, don't scare me. I'm just here to see if the dead are lying down as they should.
I searched the area. Grave robbers are more of a separate issue, but I learned something about the rising corpses.
I'm dying of curiosity. Do you understand?
It seems that the corpses are helped in their wanderings by someone who knows the cemetery well and keeps their tools here.
Hold on. My hands are clean.
Anyone else work here?
And is frustrated by how little you pay him.
Lech, he's my assistant. Are you saying he's involved in this?
Yes. Where can I find him?
Alright, let's go meet him.
And he probably drinks with those friends of his own in Green Square. That louse. If you meet him, tell him he's fired.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of him.
The Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. If only I could read. Alright, let's go. Is it... I think this is the right place. Oh, oh, they moved on? There were some ladies sitting here earlier and they were hitting on me. It was hilarious. I walked up and they went, probably, definitely an 8. Mr. Shitsky, huh?
You're not exactly a morning lark yourself. Is Rasputin in?
Sadly, yes.
Let's go see our friend. Hi, Grigory. I don't know if there's anything he can help me with, though.
Unless I'm mistaken and you've come with something unpleasant.
Why was she looking at me so oddly? What did you tell her about me?
She's never seen a Thaumaturge before. I only mentioned to her how we met. Can I help you at all?
No, unfortunately not, really.
No, I won't bother you. We can talk next time.
The Norodzinski door is always open to you.
The Anti-Thaumaturge Society? Doesn't seem like there would be a lot of folks with the gift. There aren't. But this is about the time when a large swath of Europe is starting to grow in anti-Jew, anti-different. Let's put it that way. Anti-different sentiments. And so thaumaturges fall into that category. Oh, it was really funny though. Right near the beginning of the game, you get you get involved in a riot and wind up in a jail cell. And there's a bunch of people talking, and you mention you're a thaumaturge, and they go, "Not all thaumaturges are bad. I've known I met a Jewish wizard who was pretty nice." And then the guy who says that turns to the guy next to him and goes, "Speaking of which, how's your foreskin?" I'm like, "Okay, all right." The other guy goes, "I don't see how that's any of your business, schmuck." I'm like, "Well, that's the answer." Let me see. What's this one? Find a way to deal with the WAS. All right. All right, we're going this way. Forgive me, kind sir. The horse stinks of booze. I am sober, I can assure you. Yeah, sure, it's the horse.
Which one of you is Lech?
I am. What's your business?
Digging at the cemetery at night. I know you're the one digging up bodies from graves. Valush and his crew are also friends of yours?
What? I have no idea who you're talking about. Maybe he's drunk. It's some lunatic. We have no choice, fellas. He's asking for a beating.
Oh, here we go. That happened quick. And one thing I really like is it lets me improve my stuff. Like, if I have skill points to spend, I can do it when I get involved in combat. That said, I don't really want to. I'm saving points so that when I get either of these, I can start pushing up that tree. And at this point, my stats are high enough that I don't think I'm going to hit any barriers in the places that I have been able to invest. That's useful. Oh, I love it, yeah. What's up, Okog? I see you're growing kind of fast. I wish. All right. There's also different resistances that enemies have. So I can't hit him with a status unless I attack him with this guy first. So it makes combat more diverse. And see right here, in order to overcome this, requires Dimension Force Mind 3, requires Word 4. Those are the two that I'm stuck behind in, which is why I'm desperately side questing. But every side quest I do seems to have these issues that I'm getting stuck on. Can they see those monsters? They cannot, but they can feel them when they attack. Yeah, only thaumaturges can see them. Actually, that's not entirely true. There are some portraits in the Shulsky home, so this guy's ancestral home, where apparently artists, people with high creative talents, can see more of them than most. They still can't see the monsters, but they can see the presence. It's a bit weird. Are you on Twitch too? I am, Okog. Okay, let me see. So I can't hit him with stats unless I attack with Bukovac first. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna focus on these guys first. So let's do... I'll do a planned attack, and hopefully we get the double damage. And you are going to attack with Bloody Penance, which is dependent on how much health they have. Scary AF. Imagine being in that confrontation. Yeah, you want to go pick on a dude just randomly, just like, hey, dude, you're well-dressed. Nice shoes. Can I have those shoes? And then you get stabbed in the back by something. One thing I will say is this game definitely suffers in regard to, how do I put it? One of my pet peeves with a lot of games is, like, the game I always go back to is The Division, like Tom Clancy's The Division. Was it Tom Clancy? I forget. But that Ubisoft, like, Destiny-like, where you're dealing with human beings. They're just regular dudes, but they can take sniper rifles to the face because they just have enough health and there's no real justification for it. This game has a little bit of that problem. These dudes have knives and they're shanking me and I'm taking 2 damage out of 44 health. Guns have a similar problem. So, like, occasionally this dude will just pull out a gun. And I'll fight people with guns, and it doesn't really do a lot of damage. But it always throws me for a loop. Alright, same thing with this again. I'll just repeat the same actions. There we go. I loved The Division, but that bullet sponge aspect was pretty BS. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I'm just taking, you know, they're just cutting me open. And it's like, yeah, a couple damage. Yeah, a couple damage. Oh, I'm taking a lot of bleed, though. Let's see if I can't interrupt that. Yeah, eerie intoxication. Oop. It didn't interrupt it. I might die. No, I'm fine. He's gonna die from Ooper. And what is he, healing all the time? Old wound. Alright, and I get a ton of health back because Ooper. Because Ooper is great. I'm taking so much bleed damage. Let's just keep getting health, I guess. Well, let's hit him in the face, shall we? Boom! Done.
Holy Virgin, save me. What do you want from me?
Stop digging up bodies.
Why do you disturb the dead? Aren't you ashamed?
I won't do it again, really. But it wasn't my idea, I swear. They told me to.
They, huh?
And as for Valush and his people, they're tight with the carpenter. He builds coffins in the nearby yard.
Yeah, who was
told
it?
you to do it?
Oh, this one guy. Konieczny. Włodzimierz Konieczny.
I'm not even gonna try.
Old WAS.
Where can I find the WAS office?
You need to walk down from the cemetery. 10 Młynarska Tylna Street.
Młynarska.
People won't find out who defaced the graves of their loved ones on one condition.
Thank you. God, thank you. What do you need?
I need you to tell me something. Why did the
gagging in the background.
make you dig up the corpses?
Well, the way I see it, he wanted to scare people.
Just some drunk. Okay.
And it worked, didn't it?
I think I need to have a chat with Włodzimierz.
Oh, since you're going there, can you tell him I'm still waiting for the money? He said he'd get it from membership fees, so he can't say he doesn't have any.
Wait. Am I gonna shake that dude down for money for a dude that was digging up You're kidding me, right? Your character has some intense eyes. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Alright, back to the cemetery. One thing that I feel like a lot of games should have, if you're going to have flavor text on the loading screens, you need to have an option to delay. You need to have like a press button to get out of loading screen option. It doesn't have to be mandatory, but it does have to be there, because otherwise you have tons of flavor text that people with good computers can't read. Wait, where are you telling me to go? What? What's down this way? Oh, that's the WA's headquarters. Well, what's up here then? Oh, hello. What's this? Dancing Handbook. Recently published book. The first page features the signature and address of the owner, Jan Vysoki. He also, you start the game debilitated by having screwed up something important, and he's really intense and gaunt then. Like, the first character you have a conversation with immediately calls you a cripple. Because you look so messed up. So this guy was out here talking shit about thaumaturges to a crowd. The Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturgy Society has been on an important mission to combat thaumaturgy and all its manifestations in the public sphere for 3 years now. We see the activities and existence of temperomancers as a huge threat to citizens and civilization as a whole. Let us join together to forbid the growth of this festering ulcer on the fabric of history, which is the reign of thaumaturgists over humankind, which they have been pursuing for centuries. Support our activities with a donation. We accept checks, cash, and in-kind donations. Please address donations to the WAS, 10 Mielnarska Tylna Street, Warsaw, Poland. We also invite you to join the ranks of our society. Recruitment is always open. The loudmouth and the leaflet will lead me to my goal. Let's go visit. Let's go pay them a, what's the word? Visit? Beating. Let's go pay them a beating.
Fill out forms A1, B, and D12. Pay the entry fee.
Hey, he's a magician.
Who's the head of this shit house?
I am Włodzimierz Konieczny, chairman of the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. And you are either extremely insolent or stupid to come here, tempermancer.
Really? Refer to them calling you a tempermancer first.
My papa liked the word temperomancer. He was very hopeful it would catch on in Polish. I'd love to see his face right now.
Can you get to the point?
So, the other thing that hasn't really been explained, I'm not exactly sure how it applies, a proud answer. So every salutor attaches to people through a flaw that they have, a character flaw, a deeply rooted. Ours is apparently pride. For others, it might be guilt, things like that. And if you're not a thaumaturge, then they can latch onto you and just hang on. And I don't know that they themselves are malicious, but they do have negative consequences around them. Like, there's one hanging around in the slums right now that is making everybody miserable. So I don't know what this does. A proud answer not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it more. There's no explanation whether that's a good or a bad thing. Let's start with a polite conversation, though.
Let's talk like civilized people.
You can't talk to magicians. They're non-human, like the vampires prowling the cemetery.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, actually.
What do you want?
As a result of your decisions, this path is closed. Huh.
I've heard that your contributions, including entry fees, are spent on things besides brochures and banners.
Oh, what else then?
On helping hands that dig up coffins at Bavorsky Cemetery at night.
What? Waldek, let's get out of here. I withdraw my candidacy.
Did you come here to ruin me?
And now I'll take a look around. Don't try any tricks.
All right, let's see what other garbage is going on here.
No luck. Oh well.
This is what I'm trying to avoid. So I keep jumping from side quest to side quest to try and find where I'm going to get this saluter that will let me improve my skills. My Noble Way manuscript. The desire to make the world a better place and to care for the weak should be everyone's main goal in life. It was no different for me. From an early age, I felt that I was destined for great things, although my mission would not be easy, and the road to my goal would lead through thorns and rocks. However, when I discovered the centuries hidden truth about where all the suffering of humanity comes from, I could not remain indifferent. I decided to fight for the happiness of ordinary folk and, once and for all, get rid of thaumaturges, also known as temperomancers. Thaumaturges, the dregs of society with minds twisted by black magic, take revenge on random people for ill-perceived harm. They manipulate, corrupt minds, and poison souls. All this was done in order to take twisted pleasure from the misfortune of simple people and to achieve their ever-present goal, to assume total control over the world. That's so lazy and unoriginal. This person is evil, therefore they want total control of everything. Okay. Dear person whose name I cannot pronounce, thank you for your letter. We have read the report on the activities of the Warsaw Society and are impressed by the enthusiasm with which they are carried out. To answer your main question, unfortunately, despite our shared goals, we do not see the possibility of cooperation between us and the incorporation of the Warsaw Society into our structures as a local branch of the WAS. Our organization would never go as so far as to incite violence on this scale. We also believe that thaumaturgy can be cured, and this is the strategy we have adopted to fight back. We hope that the Warsaw Society will also someday mature to such conclusions. Letter from a Prussian official. A letter from a Prussian official expressing gratitude for providing valuable information and mentioning the money he received for his help. He's exchanging letters with the Underground. And conventions of Masters of Thaumaturgy and an appendix, the basic dangers caused by thaumaturges and how to defend against them. Blah, 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 blah. On the power over minds, charms, hypnosis, and how to defend against them. Victims of thaumaturges. Thaumaturgy as a source of disease and pestilence. Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
Hi. See, letters like that implies there's a whole Thama society or group, not a handful of individuals. That has actually been unexplored. It is not clear to me whether there is or is not an overarching society of thaumaturges. That was the letter that we saw earlier was a letter from the world level anti-thaumaturge society. So there's a society mobilizing against them, but it's not obvious to me that there is or is not a society of thaumaturges themselves. There certainly is some tradition. So our father was a thaumaturge, for example, and it seems to be passed down generationally. But I don't know. There's no evidence that we've met other thaumaturges. But there is knowledge of other thaumaturges. For example, it's apparently very rare for a thaumaturge to have multiple salutors. And in fact, the very start of the game, the reason that we're all crippled and mangled and messed up and slowly going insane is because we attempted and failed to capture another salutor, and in doing so lost connection with Uper, who was our original salutor. And the only reason we were able to capture the Bukovac is because we had Rasputin there to keep us sane as we tamed them. That said, I think I'm gonna have to wrap up here. I'm sorry because you guys just got here, but I am gonna have to wrap up. So tomorrow I will not be streaming because it's my usual day off. On Thursday I will be back to side questing and hopefully finding another. So where is it? Horses in the Sky. This definitely leads me to another, and I think it's this one. I think it unlocks the word one. We're close on it, but there were a couple of things that I wanted to find, I wanted to get access to, but it seems unlikely. So on Thursday, we'll probably pick up where we left off on this quest line, where we're trying to find a serial killer. Because the person that the salutor we want has attached to is being falsely accused of murder. So we gotta go find the serial killer. So that will happen on Thursday. Thanks so much for stopping in, everybody. I always love the company and conversation. Congrats on congrats on the new house, McRae. I hope you're loving it. I'm sure you are. And that's it from me. So I will see you guys on Thursday. Until then, take care, everybody. Peace out.